Belong and all, man.
Because we didn't know where it went to.
Oh, well, now we'll find out.
Let's get this show going, man.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans by fans, with your hosts Jesse Martin.
The Cowboys are finished. You understand me?
John Taman.
Pull down my trousers and do your job.
Scott Hartley.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
And occasionally, Keith Gregg.
So many social engagements, so little time.
And now, your host, John Taman.
Hey, that's me. You know, people think that I drew everybody's faces really nice, but you know what? I don't think I look like that at all. No. All right, so we were just telling some fun stories. And Jesse, you were telling us about how your ex-wife almost lit the house on fire by blowing a cherry out of a bowl into a pile of newspapers, and you couldn't find it?
Yeah, no, no, we couldn't find it until all we saw was flames and smoke. Then we fucking found it.
All right, the only reason I brought that up is because it reminded me of a story of when I was driving home from work one day, and I had this guy whose name was Brian. He was a coworker of mine. Have you ever known somebody that you realize would probably at some point in his life is going to have to be reminded to simply just breathe, or he's going to die. He'll just choke to death because he can't remember what this. But he was sitting in my back seat. This was back when I smoked cigarettes, and I flicked the cigarette out the window when I'm driving, and it went out the window and right back in the window, and we didn't know where it went. Right, and I'm like, fuck, where is it? Because you can tell when it comes back. And I'm like, well. He's looking around in the back seat, and starts screaming his goddamn head off. It went right in his pocket.
Did it burn his nipple?
Lit his nipple on fire. Oh, that was fun. And it was an alcohol fire, too. That's the kind of guy that he was. All right. Anyway, welcome to the NFL Pick Show. Scott, you ever lit anything on fire by accident?
I don't think I have, actually.
No. Fucking British guy. So
well, I mean, I lit my parents' backyard on fire. It wasn't by accident per se, but we put gasoline in super soakers and decided to light leaves on fires and shoot them. It was the coolest thing until the fire department came.
That's insane.
Yeah. And just thinking back on it now, how stupid that was.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's insane. Mr. Flamethrower out there.
It was like
a flamethrower.
Seriously, and we were like oohing and ahhing when we saw like the line of flame like come closer and closer to the super soaker before it like went out. It could have.
How old were you when you did this?
Probably like 12 or 13.
Definitely old enough to know better.
Pretty much.
Andy says, evening to you, Mr. Andy. Andy's recovering from a 90s night.
Yeah,
you can destroy him with like Chumbawamba or any of that shit.
I get knocked down.
See, I just had to go look up the name to remember a bad 90s. But Scott, he pulled the song right up out of his head there.
Oh, that was their anthem, man. That's like all Brits' anthem is the Chumbawamba.
It's in the night away. Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so you know what? We should check into the Big and Boss book to see how we did. We didn't do a show last week. We all know why.
We didn't do one last week, John. We've got week 4s here, so they let the suspense continue. The scores on the doors: Jesse Martin 11 out of 15. Well done. John 9 out of 15, and myself 9 out of 15. So Jesse takes the win again this week, and that is you actually on 3 wins out of 4 weeks. John, you have 1. I am still yet to get off the mark. On the betting front, Jesse, you put down $1,250. Your return was $1,782, a 532 profit. John, you were $1,100 down. Your return was $980, giving you a loss of $120. I put $1,200 down, and I got a profit of $226, so $1,426 back. The one that made Jesse get all the money, I think, was Kansas City. If I look back, yes, it was KC laying the points and Seattle as well. Put you over the edge there, so well done, Jesse. So if you want to listen to betting advice, it's Jesse. If you want to listen to prediction advice, it's Jesse.
About lines up last week in my work pool. Just give y'all a work pool update. I am still in second place. I am 2 behind the leader, so I am catching up. But I didn't do so well last week. But the good thing is he did worse last week. So I am slowly catching up to him. And my picks that I pick on here are the same ones that I pick for my work pool.
Do you do work pool first?
Off with the,
otherwise, they're going to keep listening.
Yeah, no, I do the work pool for. I already got my work pool.
You had a very eventful weekend last weekend. I'm sorry, I am never going to let that go.
That's probably why I didn't do so well in the work pool last week.
It's just Cincinnati's the one that's annoying me at the minute. Get your shit together, boys. Come on, Bengals, because we keep backing them and they keep losing. It's not good.
Yeah, it's been a weird year so far in terms of Sunday night I'm getting a lot more sleep than I usually do, and you'll see why again this week. I will be going to bed early, thankfully, to get up early on Monday morning because this game Sunday night sucks. So why don't we get right on started? Since I'm so bad at it, I'm going to just bow out, sit over here, and think up stupid shit to say.
All right, we got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to the Tennessee Titans. This line has moved a little bit from earlier on in the week. Ravens were a 3.5-point favorite. Now it is up to a 4.5-point favorite. Okay. The over-under is 42.5. I like the Ravens in this, guys. Even though the point spread has grown, I'm still on with the Ravens plus the Ravens laying the points. I don't, Tennessee, they have these games. I think it was maybe last week that I think they won last week. And weren't really expecting it. But I think they're going to have these ones. I just don't think Tennessee's a very good team. Besides their awesome running back and Derrick Henry.
Sometimes they show up though. They play better sometimes than they should.
Sometimes you're right. That's what I'm saying. They show up at weird spots and they'll hover around 500 all year round and maybe squeak out a win or two at the end and make the playoffs or win their sorry division. But I like how the Ravens are playing right now. And I think the Ravens are going to win minus the points, and I'll put 100 on it.
Now, this is in London.
It is in London.
Okay, yeah, this is in London, which also makes for weird things happen. But I mean, the Ravens are going to win this game.
All right.
They're not playing at Tottenham, are they? Are they playing at Wembley?
Yeah, it's Tottenham, I think.
Are they 2 weeks in a row at Tottenham?
Mm-hmm. I think so. I mean, Burrows will tell me. I can't remember. All I know is it's in London. I'm not sure whereabouts it is, which game. But the one thing I do know is Baltimore's been here a lot longer than Tennessee. Tennessee flew in on Thursday night, so they're going around the short side of it and trying to get around that way, which doesn't always work. The Bills did the same and they lost obviously last week.
I mean, y'all try to make that excuse when you come over here and try to drink with us Americans that your jet lag gets in the way. But I don't buy it whatsoever. I don't buy that bullshit.
What jet lag? Jet lag's a real thing. Yeah, I promise you. It's a real
time. You guys came over on a Friday, got all fucking drunk, and then you guys were all right by Sunday. You're all right on Saturday. So yeah, I don't buy the jet lag thing. I do buy the fact that they are going to have to be coming over in a rickety old wooden airplane because they are from Tennessee, and the only thing that they do better down there and play football is fuck each other's cousins. So I really would like to be a fly on the wall in one of these goddamn pie shops that you guys have in London and listen to one of them yelling about it. How come you ain't got no possum goddamn pie? You got the pork pies, you got goddamn beef pies. Fucking kidney pie, but where's the goddamn possum pie?
It's all right. They can have the London delicacy of jelly deals and pie and mash and liquor.
Tell you what, let me. I'll tell you. You want to have me a good segment tomorrow morning, NFL Network? Let's follow Lamar Jackson around and let him order some jelly deals. Let's listen to him in a friggin' place ordering up some English food. Give him
pie and mash shop. Yeah, can I have a jelly deal, please?
Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm going to take Baltimore too in this, but I'm not laying anything down on it. Baltimore, sometimes they don't. I've been waiting for this Todd Monken offense explosion, right? I mean, granted, they've had some injuries with, I think OBJ has been out or in and out of the lineup. But damn it, Zay Flowers is right there. You keep hitting the tight end. It looks like the same old Baltimore offense, right? It's the same old thing. He still. I saw last week. I'm watching him. Rashad Bateman, dude, couldn't catch fucking COVID in 2019. I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker would have been. He is the antibody. He can't catch anything. So throw it to Zay Flowers just for my own fucking fantasy's sake, and you just don't do it quite enough for my liking. It's the way I like it.
So me, anyway. This game is Ravens. I'm with you as well. Big injury though. Again, I mean, last week or was it week before? I can't remember. They were decimated and they still won. So it obviously doesn't affect them as such. Their depth must be pretty good in that respect. I see them running a lot at the moment as well, and I just think that because they're running the ball more, Lamar's not really got himself. In the passing game. So I'm actually going to take the under here. I'm not going to put any money on the game itself, apart from obviously over under 42.5. I think is just slightly too high. This could end up with like a 30-10 game. Something.
So you're not going to put any money. You're just going to take the under for shits and giggles.
I'll stick 50 on it. I'm going to stick 50 on it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think it's smart to play the under, especially these games in London.
In London, yeah, exactly.
They're always lower scoring.
Like you were saying earlier, that the Ravens were, came in injured last week and the week before, and still, kind of played through it and won last week, and they're relatively healthy now. So the only player that is out is linebacker Odafe Oweh. So even though he's a good player, but they're relatively healthy now. So moving on to
let me just give a warning real quick. When you're playing in Tottenham Stadium, I was watching it last week. Just be very careful around that digitally generated NFL logo that they have at midfield. Don't trip over it. Don't step in it. It's just weird.
The San Francisco 49ers are playing the Cleveland Browns, and the Niners are favored by 9.5. The over-under is 35.5. I think Christian McCaffrey can probably score 35 on his own. I got the Niners in this. That 9.5
is not going to play.
Yeah, that 9.5 scares me a bit because it's a high number, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think San Francisco is going to come out here, handle business, probably win by 14. So I'll take San Francisco laying the points, and I'll put 100 on it too.
I'm going to do the same thing. I absolutely think they're going to crush it, and it's Cleveland's got a good defense, but I think that Super Bowl is on the plate for the 49ers.
Yeah.
Those guys look like they're on their way. I mean, they look very good in the NFC right now. And I think that they're going to roll right through the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson's going to sit over there on the bench and watch this game. His backup's going to come in and get slaughtered. And I don't even think it's going to be close. I will definitely put $150 down, lay the points, 9.5, and I'm going to take the other 50 and put it on the over. Fucking way over. 35. Good Lord. They're going to get that by themselves.
Yeah, it's 35.5, isn't it, the over? So, I mean, definitely. I've got that.
I could see this a 32-3 game. You know what I mean? And maybe that's the way they see it.
Yeah, this is one of the arse kickings of the week for me. Definitely. This is 100% easy. Kittle got a hat trick last week. They seem like they're all on fire at the moment with no Deshaun Watson in at all either. They haven't got much, the Browns, so I'm going to be even bolder than you. I'm going to stick 200 on it. And do exactly the same, lay the points. They are definitely going to win this by 10. No doubt about it.
Mr. Tilliard says that the game is at Wembley.
Yes, as in England game is at Wembley, so the game is at Spurs. It's at Tottenham. As in the Titans versus the Ravens.
All right, we've got the Carolina Panthers traveling to Miami to take on the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are favored by 14 points. 14 points. I got the Dolphins to win, but that is a little worrisome as far as laying the points. I will stay away from that. I mean, I will lean towards the Dolphins because the Panthers are not very good whatsoever. They're 0-5. But that 14 is just too big. It's too big for me. The over-under is 47.5. It's a pretty big number as well.
Did you say the 14 is too big for you?
Yeah. 12 and under, baby.
I knew where you were going as soon as you said it.
12
I
and
knew
under.
where you were going.
Just as cheap as 12 and under, he said. You're a good sport, Jesse Martin, I gotta say. All right, so
we do have some big injuries on both sides of the ball. Jalen Phillips, linebacker for Miami, and Connor Williams, offensive lineman, are both out, and then half the team for the Panthers. Miles Sanders is out. Brian Burns is questionable. Derek Brown's questionable. Von Bell is out. Xavier Woods is out. Giovanni Ricci is out. And Ian Thomas is questionable. And guard Chandler Zavala is out with a neck injury.
Yeah. He was the one they stopped the game for last week.
Yeah.
But the Panthers have no chance. Those guys, they're missing a trip to Miami. That's about what you lose.
Yeah. I just wouldn't put no money down on the 14.5.
14.5 is
it's 14. Is it 14 or 14? It's 14. Sorry.
I mean, it's not like Miami's not capable of putting up 70 points.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, we know that. Yeah.
They can do it, and they've done it. I mean, you know what? I'll tell you what. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to put $100 down, and I'm going to go ahead and lay that 14.5 points. And what'd you say the over-under was on this?
47.5.
Boy, no, I ain't touching that.
See, I was tempted to do that.
If they're thinking it's that big of a line, and that's the over-under on it, they're figuring on Carolina to score a little bit.
I mean, they're thinking it's going to be like 45 to, I don't know, 27 or something.
Yeah,
I just don't think. I don't think
see how they
score that. Yeah,
no, I don't see that.
I can't see the Panthers scoring more than 10 points. So what you're relying on then is were you going to say Miami going to score 37.5?
But 38 points. I mean, that's possible. 38. And that could be that's a possible game there. So yeah, that's why I'm not touching the over under. I think they got it pretty close on the nose, enough to scare me away from it. But I'll take the 14.5 points and I'll lay it down. And what did I put on that? $100?
100.
500.
Yeah.
500 is what
Fuck it, foul. Let's go foul. Full monkey. Go for it. Yeah, don't worry. No, Miami easy. This is again another easy win for Miami. 6-0. 0-6 for the Carolina Panthers. Oh, good.
So they'll have a pick to trade. Seems like.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Who is next? Is it Houston against? Oh no,
we got the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Bears shocked the world last week on
no, they didn't.
national TV. They shocked the world, I tell you. They shocked the world. They beat the brakes off the Washington Commanders, and now they come into back home and play a division game against Kirk Cousins and the Justin Jefferson-less Minnesota Vikings. And let me tell you now, the Vikings haven't looked good.
No, they've been freaking turning the ball over left and right. Their running game hasn't gotten anywhere at all.
The Vikings are favored by 3, but guess what? I'm going to take the Chicago Bears.
So am I.
Plus the points, and I put 50 on it. The over/under is 43.5.
This is in Chicago.
They got some confidence coming in. They had a kind of a mini bye after that Thursday night game. I think they're coming in with some confidence. And look, the Vikings just don't have any confidence right now. I mean, they're 1-4. They lost their biggest weapon that they have, and I just don't know who Kirk's going to throw it to.
Jordan Addison.
It's rubbish.
Rubbish. Be gone with you. He's my freaking going to be sitting right there at the top of my fantasy lineup this week, scoring me points.
Rubbish.
Rubbish, he says. No, and he's got KJ Osborne, who's been pretty good for him in the past. And he's got a damn good tight end. But he just doesn't have the running game. Cam Akers, is he going to play this week? I wonder if he's going to come in and make any kind of a difference. Because Alexander Madison, to me, has been a big disappointment. When they had Dalvin Cook over the last 2 years, anytime they put Madison in the game, he looked just like Dalvin Cook. Maybe not with the breakaways, but damn, if he wouldn't get in 10, 12, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, that's my way of counting yards and hard yards, man, punching people. Now he's running like a little lamb. He didn't go anywhere. So I kind of agree that the Bears are going to be coming off a high. The 10 days off probably did do them a lot of good. The Vikings are looking for answers, and something inside of me keeps saying the Vikings got to win sometime. But I don't think it's going to be this week. And the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put $50 down on the over, because I can see this being, 30 to 28, 31, 34, something like that. The Bears can move. I mean, they freaking moved it all over us. But Fields can play, man. I think he's getting a lot better. Him and DJ Moore, their relationship is getting a lot tighter. Those passes that they beat us on the other night, they were right on the money. It wasn't like there was some guy that was 20 yards past everybody waiting for one of those punt passes to come down while all the defense catches up to him. He was putting it on their fingertips, man. And I like what I'm seeing there. So yeah, I'll take the Bears just to win. But
yeah, I got the Bears as well. I thought I'd be bold there, and I thought you'd both be going for Minnesota, and you'd be like, "Oh, you're going for the Bears," but no. 2 in a row for the Bears. This is again a game. It's in division. We all know what happens in division, but Kirk's just been quite poor the last couple of games, and they've got nothing to go against. As we said, Jefferson's out, so yeah, it's another win overdue. Long time win for the Chicago Bears. Gives their home fans a win as well to see. So
don't be calling Jordan Addison rubbish. What's the matter with you?
Rubbish. All right, we got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. The Jaguars are favored by 4.5 points, and over under is 44.5. And I don't know. Is Richardson playing in this game? I
don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's the only hope that they have. Jags have not looked as good as I think we all have figured. They're both 3-2. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay with the Jags. I'm going to stay with the Jags on this one. I think Jags will win. They will cover. They'll still slowly, they had that big win over the Bills last week, and they're going to ride that train from London, England, all the way back home and keep the train going. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put 200 on this game.
Well, what'd you say the line was on this?
4.5.
I'll tell you what. Give me Gardner Minshew, baby. Give me Gardner Minshew and the mustache maven. I want to see him go out there and take those Indianapolis Colts and do like he did last week, because they got themselves a nice win last week on their own. They got Jonathan Taylor back. That gives him another week under his belt to be able to get himself going. But even if he wasn't going, who was that last week? Zach Moss just running all over people. Holy shit. So I think the Colts are on a bit of a high. I think Jacksonville has, up until last week against the Bills, they haven't really played up to what they've been expected. And I play a lot of fantasy. So I look at a lot of, the fantasy experts, quote unquote. And they all seem to be looking at a big game for Jacksonville, and I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and take the Colts. I'm going to take those points, and I'm going to put $150 down on Gardner Minshew, the mustached maverick. Here he comes, baby. Coming to your town, Jacksonville, taking your freaking pie.
150.
That's right.
Indeed. That is
Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew. Wow. I mean, yeah. I'm going to put $200 on the Jacksonville Jaguars to win this, coming off a 2-0 session in London.
Mm-hmm.
Good win last week against the
game for him.
Good.
Isn't that where he comes from?
Say again.
Isn't that where Minshew got his start? Was in Jacksonville?
Yeah, I think so. If I remember rightly, he was playing with the Jags for a while. So yeah, $200 win on them. I'm going to lay the points on that as well and say, yeah, they're going to give the points even, and then they're going to win that, no problem at all. For me, I don't believe in Indianapolis at all with Minshew under center. I just think they're not a good side. But also, it's a revenge game for Jacksonville as well because they lost to the Colts earlier in the season. So
it's a revenge game for Gardner Minshew, is it not? So I think this might be his first chance to go back there and beat him up. And let me tell you something: the Mustache Maverick's a heartbreaker, and he's going to break y'all's heart. Here come the Colts.
The New Orleans Saints traveling to Houston, take on the mighty Texans. And listen, this isn't the game of the week or anything like that, but I do like the way the Texans have been playing of late.
How can you not like C.J. Stroud?
Yeah, C.J. Stroud's been great. They got a little feisty defense, good running game. The Texans are a home dog by 1.5. Over under is 42.5. But I like the Texans in this game, guys. I don't believe in the Saints. They got a decent defense sometimes, but I like the way the Texans are going right now.
I agree. I'm going to take the Texans. They're a home dog. I'm definitely going to take those points. I'm going to put $150 down on them. Absolutely, I'm taking the Texans because I do think they're playing good football. Stroud's played very, very well. It's not like he's just taking little dump offs either, man. It's the fact that he hasn't thrown an interception. Did he throw one last week? It's amazing.
No, I don't think he did.
You know, what was the guy's name from Notre Dame? Probably way before your time. Rick Myrer. That was his big claim to fame. Everybody thought he was going to be the big star in the NFL. Didn't throw any interceptions his entire rookie year, and then sucked for the rest of his life. But I don't see Myrer in C.J. Stroud, and I don't see anything in the Saints. They do have a good defense, but not enough to stop this team. Nope. And they have no offense. Alvin Kamara's back, but so what? So what?
I don't know why. I don't believe in the Texans either. I think that Stroud is a great player. I think Tank Dell's done very well. If I have a player parlay on there, I'd say I'd take Tank Dell for a touchdown. But for me, I think that the defense, this is one of them defensive win games for me. And I think that New Orleans takes this. I'm not putting anything on it. I'm just going to predict a New Orleans win here. Don't know why. I don't like it. I'm not high on either team, and I really couldn't tell you. I've got no expert opinion or anything like that on it. Not that it matters a shit anyway.
All right. The Seattle Seahawks is traveling to Cincinnati, take on the Bengals. The Bengals are favored by 2.5. The over-under is 45.5. I don't know what to make of either one of these teams, to be honest with you. It's there. I just don't know. I don't know. I Joe Burrow and company, you figure that they were going to come in this year and, kind of wreck shop. Then he got the calf injury, and they started off slow. I mean, you have the Seahawks that are 3-1, but they're still inconsistent. Is Cincinnati ever going to get it together? It doesn't seem like it, but who knows?
Do you think this thigh injury, Jesse, from Joe Burrow is causing him more problems than it's led to believe? Or is it calf? Sorry.
Well, yeah, I think it is. I mean, he wears a brace when he's not on the field. He puts on this little jacket thing on it so he can keep it braced up. Whatever's wrong with it is something rather severe, man. When he went down, it looked like an Achilles. When you say calf injury.
Right, and listening to
the staff there that's going to do that is a tear.
Yeah,
the Bengals last year averaged like 28.9 points a game. This year they're averaging 16.6 points a game.
Didn't they just hit their first touchdown to a wide receiver last week?
Yeah,
Chase, Jamar Chase had 2, didn't he, last week? So,
right.
But even so, they have been very, very poor, and Geno Smith is a roller coaster in himself, up and down, up and down. No one's got any idea what he's going to do. You're right, Jesse, on this. No idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to stay away from it. I'm going to lean to the Bengals side. I'm going to probably pick them in my work pool. But this thing's a coin flip to me, man, to be honest with you.
I'm going to go with Seattle. I'm going to take them for the win. What's the over-under on this, you said?
Well, the over-under is 44, 45.5.
And the line is what?
Bengals minus 2.5.
Yeah.
Tell you what, give me the Seahawks and those 2.5 points for fucking $50. I'll just fart on one just for the hell of it. I don't believe in the Bengals. I think he is hurt, and you know what? You would think that what they're going to have to do to establish anything, they can't come back even against Seattle. If they come back and win by 3, or they have a lackluster game and they win something like 17-10, you're gonna have to come out and show me, man. 34-10, shut somebody down, take somebody like Seattle, who everybody thinks is a pretender, and show them why you were in the Super Bowl just 2 years ago, why you're in the championship or in the playoffs again last year. Show me why I should think that you are the contender. All right. But I think that Burrow's hurt, and I'm taking the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you, John. I'm going to take the Seahawks too. I just think that Geno Smith can get it. He's got better weapons. That he's got more time in with. I mean, we all hear about Jamar Chase, and I mean Njoku's got burnt, didn't he? Like literally. And then obviously, yeah, I know. Yeah, we're talking about setting fire to ourselves. Fire-related incidents. There's one straight away. But I think he's got more with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf out there. They've got some good weapons in Seattle, and I think he's probably just able to connect with one of them more than Joe Burrow, who's been completely off his game. So I think it's going to be a squeaker, but I'm going to say Seattle wins this just. And again, it's not one I want to put any money on at all.
It wasn't much of a squeaker. It was more of a splatter. Yeah. Oh well.
All right, we got the 1-4 Patriots going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are favored by 2.5 points. The over/under is 41.5. This is a shitty game, guys, and
terrible game.
Like Jimmy Garoppolo, get to go back and show his old coach.
Yeah,
we can't find a quarterback until he's.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this one, guys. I just the Patriots have not shown me anything. Since they lost Tom Brady. They supposedly have a good defense on paper, but I just
made the playoffs last year, didn't they?
I have no faith. No faith.
I think I am taking the Raiders. I think that this is the game that Mac Jones gets benched. Bailey Zappi era is going to begin. The Bailey Zappi era. I love saying that. I think it's going to start here, but I'm holding on to the Raiders. I think Zappi will probably maybe rally him back a little bit, get the troops behind him. Because from what I understand, you remember when in August on cut day they cut Zappi, and then they brought him back. Yeah. And one of the things that was kind of roaming around, I don't know if there's any truth to it or not, but the locker room was split as to who they liked, man, whether it was Zappi or Jones. And I don't think that Jones has earned himself any friends in the last couple of weeks. So
did you see last week that side that where he threw all the way over the other side of the field? It was just like, what are you doing? It worked once on one of the downs, and then they got wise to it and intercepted it straight back for a pick six. It was just ridiculous, John. I mean,
yeah.
I agree with you completely. I'm with you both. I'm going to take Raiders for this. And Pete has nailed it. I was going to ask that question to you both. Belichick fired at year's end, he says. I don't think he gets fired. He maybe gets like he's mutually parted ways, shall we say.
Well,
but I just don't think he's had last season poor, this season even worse. So where's it going? And is that down to the fact that Brady's not there and he hasn't got a quarterback anymore?
I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Okay.
Tell me a secret.
I've been telling y'all for past 3 seasons since we've been doing this. Coaches in the NFL, if they do not have a quarterback, they do not succeed.
Not for very long.
It just doesn't happen.
Nope.
Okay. It doesn't matter who you are. I mean, Bill Belichick was touted the greatest coach of history in the history of the game. Where is he now without a quarterback?
Well,
you might be able to make a playoff here, running here and there. But
he had the best quarterback of all time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you got to give him some credit too. He is
the best coach. He took Tom Brady and made him who Tom Brady was. He gets the credit. But all I'm saying, I'm going back to all of our coaches from Jay Gruden to Mike Shanahan.
Oh yeah,
look what Mike Shanahan did with a quarterback. He went and won Super Bowls. Okay.
Yeah.
Look what Andy Reid has done with quarterbacks. He takes them to Super Bowls. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot win in this league. You cannot sustain success in this league if you do not have a quarterback. And it doesn't matter who or what the coach is. It doesn't matter.
Right. That's why everybody goes and tries to go so hard to find the elite quarterback, and they don't realize that is so rare. Right?
It is.
It's so rare. I mean, look, I'm old. People make fun of me because I'm old. Ha ha ha. The fun thing about being old is, if you're lucky, you get here and you get to see things. And one of the things that you see is that you're never going to see Tom Brady again. You guys grew up with this shit and y'all think this is normal. No, it ain't. There's nothing like that ever. And there's never going to be anything like that. And people want to give every reason as to why he wasn't so good. All anybody ever wants to do is just try to shit on success. So, but the fact of the matter is, sorry, I get what you're saying though. Without a quarterback, it's a quarterback-driven league, 100%. And if you don't,
it just doesn't matter. Like you can have the best coach in the world,
right?
And without a competent, good quarterback, they're not going to.
Look, Peyton Manning was one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time and couldn't get past him. Fucking Phillip Rivers never beat him. Beat him. And that's why I say to Phillip Rivers, no Hall of Fame for you. No Hall of Fame for you.
So that's just like our whole point, when we shout, hey, we need to fire Ron, or Ron Rivera sucks. But you know what? He was good when he had a good, healthy quarterback,
First overall pick. He was a consensus too.
Listen, that's what I am saying. That
I know what you're saying.
When Cam Newton was healthy, they were good.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Sure, you have to get a quarterback. That's
it.
100%.
That's it. You got to have a quarterback. Otherwise, no coach is going to be successful without one.
Oh, right.
We're on the next one after this, John. We've all gone to Vegas.
Well, did you go?
We all went for Las Vegas.
Okay. All right. Now I went on my trade. I lost my stuff. You
told us a secret to everybody. It's like the worst kept secret on the fucking planet.
Well, people don't understand it. So
it's a quarterback. God dang it!
You gotta have a quarterback here, Bubba. We got the Detroit Lions heading down to Tampa Bay to take on them Buccaneers, and the Detroit Lions are favored by 3 points. And listen, I think this is a good game right here. Yeah. This is probably going to be one of the best games of the week. And I love the Detroit Lions. I love what they're doing. I love their team. And I'm sticking with. I'm picking Detroit probably pretty much every single week, no matter who they're playing.
Yeah, me too.
I got Detroit to cover. I think it's going to be a really good game, but I think Detroit's going to pull it out. They got a feisty team, feisty defense, a competent quarterback. And some good skill players. I mean, Roma St. Brown is fucking awesome. I got 200 on the Lions.
So you're giving the points 200 on the Lions, yeah?
The over-under is 42.5.
Yeah, easy. Today's words feisty. Yeah. Those Lions biting them kneecaps, it's all coming off. It was all coming off for Dan Campbell on his side now. John?
You know what? I'm going to stay away from it in terms of the line. I think it's going to be a 3-point game, and I'm not sure which way it's going to go. Honestly, if the Buccaneers win the game, I'm not going to be terribly surprised. I think this is the game, though, where the Buccaneers either stand up and say, okay, we're absolutely real, and we're going to try to have us a season here, or they start to fall in the back of the pack there and become what you thought they were going to be when Baker Mayfield was announced as starting quarterback. But I think it is going to be an interesting game. I don't think it's going to be a very high-scoring game like both of them in the 30s. But I could see Detroit winning it, but I'm not going to take the 3 points. I don't know that they'll cover that. I know. Look at Jesse Gabriel's looking at me.
This line would be probably like 4.5, 5 if Jahmyr Gibbs was playing,
but he's not.
Yeah, so I don't think the Bucs have the chance. I'm not sold on the Buccaneers.
Well, I'm not saying they're going to win. That's why I'm not touching it. If the Lions win, they're going to win. It'll be a field goal one way or the other. What I said was, if the Bucs ended up winning this game, I wouldn't be terribly shocked. I'd be surprised. Don't get me wrong. I'd be like this amount of surprise. Really? Did they really? But that's when I'd say, okay, Bucs go try to have a season, man. Let's go.
think for me, Detroit again. I'm with you, Jesse. I'm doing exactly the same bet as you, but 150 rather than 200. I am still confident in the Lions. I think that they are turning into almost the darlings of the NFL at the minute. Everyone seems to love the Lions and has been for the last year or so, because we know that how close they got. They got obviously, did they get in the playoffs last year? I think they did, didn't they, on the last game? I'm not sure.
No, I think
yes, in fact, they. Oh no, they didn't, but they beat
so.
Green Bay, didn't they, on the last game? That was what it was.
Yeah,
but even so, with a 9-8 record, I've just had a look there. What they finished on, they were pretty good when nobody expected them to be as good as they were. They've continued that on, and Amon-Ra St. Brown is the real deal for me. He is a very, very good player. I think the running backs
banged up.
Gibbs being out isn't ideal. Aiden Hutchinson's been playing a lot better. Loads of pressures. So for me, yeah, just give me Detroit 150.
Tell you what, man, you can't knock Scott off at all. Amon-Ra, I say he's banged up. Boom, man. My man doesn't miss a word.
The Arizona Cardinals and the Rams. You went old school, didn't you?
No, that's their new helmet.
No, that's their new helmet, yeah.
No, that's the old school Cardinal, isn't it?
Oh. Is it?
The new one's kind of like the wings are up a little bit more. Anyway, no, I like the old school.
This is the newer, angrier looking Cardinal. Hey, you! That's my sunflower seed. Get the hell away from here.
This reminds me of Angry Birds.
Tweet, motherfucker! Tweet. You hear me? God damn it!
The Cardinals are road dogs by 7. I think this line's too much. I don't know what to make of the Rams right now. I mean, sometimes they play great. Sometimes you're like, because they were expected to be like a 6-11 team this year.
Right.
Right now, Matt Stafford is healthy. They get their White Lightning wide receivers. Cooper Kupp is back.
Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. But it's fun to say their wide receiver.
Puka Nacua is class.
Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. It sounds like you're down like in Jamaica singing a song. Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp.
I am taking the Rams in this game, but I am not sold on that. Them winning by 7 by 8 points. So I'm going to take the Rams. I'm going to stay away from the spread though. I think I'm probably going to go Cardinals in my work pool.
Ooh, why would you go Cardinals?
It's just against the spread. It's not. It's not. Yeah, it's not pick 'em. It's not pick 'em.
Not pick 'em. Right. Got ya.
The duo of Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp is going to be too much for the Cardinals to handle, and I'm going to go ahead and take the Rams and lay the points, and I'm going to put $100 down on that.
Whoa!
I think Stafford's got his weapons back. He's been doing well with what he's had, and now he's going to have Cooper Kupp back with Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. That is damn fun to say. Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua.
He's just great.
I think he's going to have a good game, man, and I think the Cardinals are just going to be standing in the way. And Cardinals aren't bad. Don't get me wrong. I think they're not bad, but this is going to be a game where I think it's going to be the Rams are going to be a lot better. So that's what I'm taking.
I'm the same. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Rams. I just think that Josh Dobbs hasn't got enough to get it done out there. And yeah, the Cardinals, they're all right. They're not as bad as everyone thinks they are. But
they keep games close. I mean, even
they didn't keep
that 49ers game. They were in it, man. They were in it till the end. I mean, they're a feisty team too. I mean, they're not going to win a bunch, but they're trying. They're trying. They get a gold star for participation. How about that? All right, moving on.
Feisty up there.
Speak up, you through.
Hilliard weighs in about his Buccaneers there. I didn't see that. He thinks they're getting an ass whooping.
I don't think they're going to get an ass whoop. I think they're all going to lose, and I'm sorry, Tilliard, but I just think the Lions are they're firing all cylinders right now. The Jets are
on television for some reason.
I wonder why.
Are 6.5-point dogs. Yeah, they got no offense.
They have Breece Hall, but
they got no offense.
They have a quarterback. Because I've heard that you need a quarterback in this league.
I'm just letting y'all know. Okay, write it down if you got to.
Book of football knowledge here. Need
a quarterback. I'm taking the Eagles, laying the points. I'm gonna put 100 on it. I think the Eagles can come back.
I'm surprised y'all don't believe in Gardner Minshew. That's a quarterback, baby.
Who?
And he'll say it too. When he gets up, when he says 2385 yellow hut, he says yellow hut, baby.
Jalen Carter is out though. So is Darius Slay. That's not going to matter, I don't think.
I think it's going to make a bit of Zach Wilson is going to be
it's not going to matter.
Look, who's in his place? Nakobe Dean and whatever the first round pick or overall was last year. I can't remember his name.
It was Nakobe Dean. I think he's hurt. Maybe he was.
Nakobe Dean was like a second round pick.
Yeah, who was there? Who was their one from last year that got injured? Their first rounder, big guy. Really massive guy.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is.
Fuck them, dirty.
No one cares.
Fuck
no one cares.
Eric Hemingway.
He's a big guy. Yeah, absolutely.
Heard there.
Sasquatch sighting.
Oh, we're gonna make everybody sick of that.
This is an exciting game.
Oh, this is awful. Even Daniel Jones is staying home.
Buffalo Bills are 15.5-point favorites against the New York Giants. And guess what? I'm picking them to cover. God damn it.
Easy.
Yeah. Who's the Giants quarterback this week? Who the fuck
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor. You know what's going to happen to Tyrod Taylor? Who's Tyrod Taylor's backup this week? He's going to play. He's coming in because Tyrod Taylor will go over on the sidelines and have some kind of fucking weird laceration that's going to cut part of his elbow tendon from a clipboard that somebody bumps into him with while he's on the sideline. Something weird will happen. Something unusual will always happen to Tyrod Taylor as soon as he gets an opportunity to play. Something like the guy up in the blimp is going to be eating a hot dog. Oh, shit. And he'll drop his soda out the window, and it's going to hit Tyrod Taylor right on the thigh.
Taylor goes in for a rib injury, and ends up with a punctured lung.
It doesn't matter. Something's going to happen to Tyrod Taylor. He's going to get up in the morning, come whistling out of fucking house to go to work, and slip on the steps or something. So whoever Tyrod Taylor's backup is, be ready to play because you're going to get your shot tomorrow night.
It was Jordan Davis I was thinking of as the big guy from Philly. But anyway, go ahead. You say you're taking. What are you doing, John?
I'm going ahead and take the Bills to cover. Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and put $100 down on that. What's the over/under? Excuse me. What does Vegas think the Buffalo's going to score?
43.5 points.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take. That's probably what the score's going to be. 44-0. No, I'm not touching that because it could be. It could be 41-3.
Well, I'm going to go with because of the injuries that the York Giants have got, which is pretty much the
even if they didn't, dude.
I mean, I'm going to take.
Even if everybody was allowed to play on the field at the same time, if the Giants were allowed to put out all 53 guys on defense, there's nothing they can do.
I'm putting a massive $500 on this.
Woo, here he goes, big spender.
This is an absolute ass kicking.
On the you're putting it on the spread, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I am.
Taking the Bills to cover, 15.5 points.
Bills to cover. Yeah,
I got you. I'm with you. Not for like $500 though.
I am. It's going to be an ass kicking. It's going to be brilliant to watch. Well, what is that? A Monday? Is that on Monday night or is that?
No, that's Sunday night football. That's
Sunday night football. Late on, is it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I bet they wish they could flex that fucking game out.
Now this game looks fun.
All right, we have the Dallas Cowboys.
Dang right, boys. Here we come.
The LA Chargers.
Got to go down to, dang it, I done pulled my ship into San Diego Harbor. Back it up, God, Captain Pablo. We got to get up to Los Angeles. Your ship is beep, beep.
Only backing up.
Get out of the goddamn way. We're coming backwards now.
The Cowboys are favored by 1.5. This is going to be. I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
Tell you something. If Dak has a game like he had last week, I'm taking him out on the ship, and ain't nobody ever going to see him again.
The thing is, the fucking Chargers, man. I like the team. Fucking hate the coach. The coaches, they're like
the Chargers since I was a little kid, dude. That's
like,
what it always is.
I just don't. I don't. Brandon Staley is just a trash coach. I think he just makes bad decisions at the worst fucking time. And Justin Herbert's an amazing quarterback. They got good weapons. They got okay defense, I guess. Even though Joey Bosa is questionable, I think he's going to wind up playing. Leighton Vander Neck is out.
He got hurt in the neck. Can you imagine?
That damn that neck.
Seriously,
he's got a neck injury.
He's got whiplash. He got hit in the back, and somebody in the ninth row got hit by a helmet. Wham! Thing was like
he got a touchdown last week, though, as well. Weirdly enough, running back for a pick six.
I don't know where to go with this game. To be honest, this is one of those games I was looking at my full day before yesterday, and I'm just like, I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's. I think it's a coin flip kind of type of game. I guess I'm going to say Dallas just because they got a better defense. Supposedly, they got their ass whipped last week, but yeah, I'm going to stay away from putting any money about it. But I guess I'll go with Dallas.
What's the line again? Sorry, I never hear
it. It's Dallas favored by
1.5. All right. I'm going to put it on the Chargers. I think they're going to win. All right. They've got to have something come together. And, when I say they've been like that ever since I was a little kid, they've had coaches in the past. I mean, they had fucking Dan Coryell, but they just, I said this before, they're the team with everything. Can't put it together forever and ever and ever. They have talent and they just can't get it done forever and ever and ever. I laugh at I laughed at Phillip Rivers earlier because, dude, Norv Turner was your coach. Marty Schottenheim was your coach. Who could never, ever get it done? Marty and Norv never could ever get it done, right? Not when they were head coach. So they've always been this. But I think they're going to stumble onto one soon. Isn't Eckler playing today or this weekend?
Yeah, I don't see him on the injury report. So,
all right, they've got this rookie, Quentin. I can't remember his last
Bowers.
No, the first round pick that the Chargers picked. He's going to be playing in place of Mike Williams. I expect him to step up, man. You got to have yourself a game. And I'm going to take the Chargers. I have no tangible reason why to take the Chargers. The Cowboys should bounce back after last week's shellacking. Because, God damn it, I told them all. If you don't bounce back, there ain't going to be any goddamn Christmas turkey. And what that means is I'm taking all of you out to whip you on the back porch. Anyway, I don't think they've got it. I think Dak is going to be shell-shocked. Go ahead and give me the Chargers. And it'll be one of those, 37, 33 games. Good one.
Yeah, I like the Chargers in this one. I think with Khalil Mack getting 6 sacks last week? I mean, it was mad. I think he's very, very good. And I think they'll do all right. I think they will do all right. Not sure. I mean, it is the Cowboys. But
and it's in Dallas. Or is it?
No, it's in LA.
It's in LA, yeah. So,
can't park my ship in Dallas. Yeah.
It's Quentin. I think it's Quentin Johnson you were talking about there, John.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that we were about. So yeah, 100. I'll take the points and put 100 on it for the Chargers for that game. I think they beat. I think they will win by more than 2. So yeah.
There you go.
Right on. Yeah, I think Peter's right. It's until they fire their coach, it's just going to be.
Bring back Jeff Fisher. All is forgiven. Yeah. No,
please.
I don't think so.
No, please bring back Jeff Fisher to lose one more game. That's all I ask. Because right now he is tied for most losses ever. He deserves this fucking loss. He deserves that record to be his own forever and ever and ever. Yeah. Want to see it.
All right, the Washington Commanders in the game of the week versus the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are a 2.5 point favorite.
Yeah.
It's a 2.5 point favorite. Yeah, 2.5 point favorite. Their runner's 42 and a half. We gotta win this game.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah.
We gotta.
I got us. outright win, lay the points, whatever. $300.
That is bold. Well done, you. Off a 3-game losing streak, that is bold. Okay.
We do have to win, and that's what makes me the most worried, is because I have never seen a Ron Rivera football team in Washington that's ever gotten up for a game that they must win. All right. They come out flat. They come out like they did on Thursday night. And honestly, whatever changes need to happen, I don't know that they can happen that fast. All right. The difference, I think, is that Justin Fields is not Desmond Ridder, or Desmond Ridder is not Justin Fields. And even though I think that the Bears are not a good team, they're definitely more talented at quarterback. And I think that the fact that we can maybe get to Ridder, I hope. I say these things because it's conventional.
We should be able to get to Ridder.
Be able to, but this is what we say about this defense all the time. We should, and I don't understand why not. Like you said about the Chargers, once we get rid of the fucking coach, probably they can do something. But I'll take the Commanders in this game too, because they have to win this game, and they are more talented than this team, and they should be able to win this game. But they also have a tight end and a running back, and we're going to send out Cody Barton. Well, you'd think so. You'd think so, Pete, that you got to step up after last week, but you know what might happen. So that would it would be the Commanders, all of us, collectively.
I mean, I want to say us. I think I'm hoping we will win this. I'm just not optimistic. I don't know why I've turned into the pessimist of the show. I've turned into Jesse Martin.
You've hung around with Scouts way too damn long.
It's you as well. You are the most pessimistic person the minute the game kicks off. So I'm taking Atlanta for the win by a point.
What?
So you got us covered.
I have.
You gonna put your money where your mouth is, you traitor?
No, I'm not.
You traitor bastard.
Young Wei Koo field goal with about a minute to go or something like that.
I want Young Wei Fu you upside the head from across the pond if that happens.
Shut up.
Young Wei Koo, I think he's from like Nebraska or something. He's like
somewhere like that.
Yeah, I think he is from Nebraska. That or Oklahoma. One of the
Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, I remember him. I remember him in college, and he had a red and white uniform. I can't remember. I think it's Nebraska. I think you're right.
No, I don't know where he played college football. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where he's from. He's from like some Midwestern state.
It's where he's from. Freaking
Korea. South Korea.
No,
he's from Korea.
No, I thought he's an American guy named Young Wei Koo. No, he's really a South Korean guy. Who am I thinking of then?
Well, he went to college and.
No, I know he did that, but I thought he was an American. It's still his name. But maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
No, he's Korean. He looks it too.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know.
Born in Seoul.
We do have a news story today. We do have a news story.
He went to Georgia Southern. Was where he went to, Jesse.
Did he? I thought he trained. Yeah, he must have. He spent his whole career there, or his college career, didn't transfer.
I will tell
you. Your name's Young Ho Koo. What the hell is that, there, boy?
Yeah, Georgia Southern. Yeah, and then he was.
They have a red and white uniform. No, Georgia Southern's green and white, isn't it?
I will click on them and I will find out. Georgia, green and white. Georgia Southern, yeah.
Okay.
All right. There you go. So Young Wei Koo stats there. There you go. No, I think honestly, like we said yesterday, this team they're beatable, absolutely beatable, and
yes,
this was
they
the
are.
run that we were supposed to go on. As we said before, we are the streak breakers. So the reason I'm back in Atlanta is because we are the streak breakers. I say it's little subliminal messages. It's a double bluff. That's what it is, Jesse. Ridder hasn't lost at home in his entire career as a collegiate player or as a professional. He is going to lose.
It's the due theory. He's due for a loss at home.
He's going to lose.
The due theory.
What's your predictions then, boys?
For this game, I'm going to go ahead and say Commanders 34, Falcons 20.
It's different from yesterday. I got 20. I think I have 27, 27-13.
I got news for you. I don't write my score predictions down because I'm just pulling shit out of thin air trying to make up a fucking number.
I got it yesterday, and I'm going to stick with it. 27-24 Atlanta. But I don't hope. I hope it's nowhere near that. I hope you are taking a mick out of me when we're 40 points up at half time.
I'd like that. That'd be nice to be fucking way up at half.
Young Wei Fu.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, fuck Young Wei Koo. I would like it for Young Wei Koo to be completely out of the ball game. That's what I would like. I don't want him to get hurt. I just don't want him to have anything to do.
It's the Taylor Heineke game. You know it's going to happen to you. Ridder's going to break your finger or something. It'll be like, oh, Chase Young's helmet's gone on his finger. He's shaking that hand out, and it's like, uh-oh. Oh, here comes Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke. Oh, shut up.
If Taylor Heineke comes in the game and winds up winning it for the Falcons, I quit. I'm fucking done.
Yeah, how shell-shocked this fucking fan base is.
It would, I mean, that would be meltdown, wouldn't it?
And it would be so freaking appropriate. It would be
I'll just want to go punch every Heineke hiver known to man after that, because they will just shit on everything.
Twitter would be an absolute fucking cesspool.
I'm not getting. I think I'm done with that for a good long while. I'm over
really
that cesspool. Yeah, a bunch of just idiots.
I just scroll by. I don't even read it. I just scroll on, and it doesn't bother me at all. I don't know why you will have a break. It's just
he's idiot. He does not have much tolerance.
Yeah, I have little tolerance for stupidity.
I can just roll right on by and laugh at it. But
I'm the same, John. Just keep scrolling. I don't want to read your shit. Just keep going.
See, this is why guys like Jesse ought to be traffic cops. Right? You're in the
I get fired real quick.
miles an hour. Pull him over. So there.
Get out the car, sir.
You don't belong in the goddamn. You don't look handicapped. Get the fuck out of that space. $50 ticket. Get out of here. All right, that's enough. We'll see y'all. We'll see you right after the game. That's right. We're going to do our post game. See, we ever since we started saying we're going to do our post game right around the middle of the second quarter, we're all going, who wants to do the fucking?
I was last week.
I ain't fucking doing this shit.
Hey, last week y'all came right on at 4 a.m. or whatever time it was for you. So
I will be doing the post game, but I'm gonna have to do it on my phone because I'll be in DC.
It's fine.
And yeah, I'm just gonna be watching the game in DC.
He's gonna be meeting a friend. I can't help it.
Stupid.
All right, then. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
See you later.